One of the organizations I'm involved with on campus this semester is a club called Advocates for Women of the World. It's actually my first semester being a part of this club, so I'm a third year, so it's never too late to get involved and try something new. The focus of this club is economic and environmental empowerment for women, which is something that really interests me and is the reason I got involved.
So the club I've been most involved in, Net Impact, is all about spreading sustainability practices across campus. Now last year I was pretty active in the Meatless Monday campaign, in which we tried to present students with alternative protein options to divert from the impacts of eating meat. So being involved in Net Impact has been a really useful way for me to check out how some other students think outside of the classroom.
The SENR Club has taught me a lot about environmental advocacy and the different forms that can take, and also has taught me about environmental problems that are not only happening on Ohio State's campus, but are also happening in our region as well.
The first one is the Sustains Learning Community, which is one of the LCs on campus. We talk about different sustainability measures, ongoing initiatives on campus to try to make it more sustainable. That includes composting, recycling, all different kinds of things. And it's a really great organization to get into. You can be a part of it your freshman or sophomore year.
The clubs I'm most involved in is definitely APO. I've done lots of wheelchair basketball tournaments, river cleanups, and then I've been a volunteer for lots of service events around OSU. And also at Terra Aqua, I've been able to do water quality testing, and then we've also done work on stuff like resumes and getting materials ready to enter the environmental field.
Here on campus, I'm involved with the cheer team and a group called LEAFS, which stands for Leadership of Environmental Athletes for Sustainability. Through these organizations, I've been able to connect with the Ohio State community and honestly the whole Columbus community professionally and personally, which I think has really impacted my college career just because I've been able to see what comes next after college, you know, through working with everyone in Columbus, and it's been super beneficial to be a part of this college and to get out in the community.
The organization I'm most involved in is Best Food Forward, or BFF for short, and I discovered that in my freshman year survey class, so it feels like I'm really coming full circle. Best Food Forward is a bulk buying club with a focus on fighting food insecurity on campus and in the Columbus community. We provide fresh produce at a 50% discount, which makes eating healthy more affordable. I've gained so much from being a part of BFF, including leadership experience, volunteering opportunities, and basic Excel skills, and I've been able to talk about my experiences with BFF in multiple interviews.
The next club is the Mountaineers, and they have done a lot to teach me about how to be a leader in outdoor recreation and how to be safe when I'm partaking in outdoor recreation, how to really feel comfortable in the outdoors. It's a great way to meet friends. A lot of people in the club are super social, and I've also gotten my wilderness first aid from that club as well.
Then the second organization that I'm a part of is Ornithology Club. Ornithology Club deals with bird identification, studying migratory patterns, and learning all about different birds in Ohio and around the world. And I'm part of their Lights Out program, which is a program that assesses window strike data. So that's birds that have hit windows on campus. I found out about this through a second year when I was a first year who was part of the club. And they mentioned it to me, and it sounded like a great opportunity. And I think for wildlife major or specializations especially, this is a great organization to be a part of. I've learned so much and met so many people. I've met people through wildlife centers and those who've done research, those with ODNR. It's a great opportunity to meet others, so I highly recommend, if you're interested in wildlife or birds or anything, to join the Ornithology Club.
So I am a member of the Mountaineers Club at Ohio State. And basically what we do, we are either one of the biggest, if not the biggest, outdoor recreation club at a college in the US. So we send out backpacking trips, rock climbing trips, actual mountaineering trips where you climb mountains. It is so much fun.
The student organization that I am the most involved in is ENR Scholars, Environment and Natural Resource Scholars, and I found this organization during my senior year of high school when I was looking at housing options when I came to Ohio State, and I found out that I could live with other people who were also passionate about the environment, and so I totally was into that and I joined the organization. And throughout my first 2 years at OSU, I participated in ENR Scholars Weekly. I lived with other scholars, and I even live with scholars now. So that's what I would say I got the most out of ENR Scholars, was my best friends at college.
One piece of advice I have for getting involved is don't be afraid to jump into student organizations and helping them with projects. You have new ideas that they want to hear, and they definitely want your help.
I feel like my first year on campus, I was really nervous to get involved, and I kept making excuses as to, like why I didn't need to go join a club or anything. And I think it's important just to get out there and try something, even if you're kind of nervous to do that.
My recommendation for anybody who's looking to get involved on campus is to ask a friend. A lot of times your friends can have really cool recommendations for clubs that they're in. And then also, my other piece of advice is not to spread yourself too thin.
So there's pretty much a club for anything that you are passionate about or anything that you find interesting. And it's a really good way to get connected to other students.
Definitely get to know the people that you're living with, or the people that are in your major, or just people that have similar hobbies as you at Ohio State.
Anyone looking to join clubs, the best advice I can give is to try lots of clubs and then narrow it down to 1 or 2 or 3 that you think you'd really enjoy. It's always better to put lots of effort into a few clubs than put minimal effort into many clubs.
With so many resources available, it would be a shame if you didn't capitalize on all of this all of these available organizations that you could jump into. So I hope you find something that best interests you. Thank you for listening.